Welcome back. Multilingualism Part II. We found ourselves last time talking about what a language even is. So, how can you be multilingual if you don't know what a language is? We said that the solution linguists came up with is to call everything varieties. You speak in different ways, presumably also with different people, different times. That's always true. But you probably do it quite systematically, and perhaps some of those ways of communicating differ in quite systematic, even grammatical ways. And that is certainly where it becomes easier, shall we say, to talk about language. So, Chinese and English have very different grammar, and very different everything, frankly. They're quite different languages, I think you would say. Quite different varieties. Anyway, English and Chinese are quite distinct. We're very comfortable in layman's terms talking about different languages. How about, if you live in the Netherlands, Dutch and Limburgish? Languages, dialects, it's called a dialect. Dutch and Frysk, well, they're called separate languages. How about Cantonese and Mandarin? The Chinese state calls Cantonese a dialect, but assuming you keep with the varieties notion instead of the dialects, languages, etc., yeah, if you speak all of those, say you speak a cluster of those, you're certainly multilingual. That's why most of us are multilingual. Many of us are also multilingual because we know wildly different languages, like English and Chinese. I mean, even in India, there are different language families. So languages, like species, like people, come in families, right? A linguistic family, for instance, you could think of Indo-European. This is a family of languages, a clustering of related languages that extends from India all the way through Europe. So, say, from northern India, eastern India to Iceland in the west, and all over the world via European colonialism. In the south of India, you have another family, Dravidian. This includes languages like Tamil and Kannada, etc. Telugu, for instance, as well. Indo-European examples in India would be Hindi, Bengali, Gujarati, etc. So, if you speak more than one of these languages, you also often have the case that people speak multiple languages from multiple families, or at least from these two families. You could then go all the way to English and Tamil, Hindi and Telugu, in which case you're certainly multilingual.